We have 5 new pieces of creative. And so I said, what if we did this? What if we took all 5, started them all at the same time with $100 per day budgets each? So $500 worth of creative testing per ad broken out between $100. Because there's going to be some that'll do good and there's some that'll be bad. But if you could take the average of those 5 versus the average of the other 5 versus the average of the other 5, now you get multiple points. You don't have to like clone it to see if it dies. You're just doing 5 at once. I want to share with you the new thing that we're doing because of what we found. So here's the next way that because of what we found, we're doing a new version of this in creative testing. And this is where I think the really cool genius is going to come out of the structure. This is a new, a new campaign. It's another L1 ABO. Oops. And this one was launched 5 days ago. You see, this is in September 1st. This one's September 15th. Oh, sorry, September 1st, September 15th. So new version. Same exact structure as our original creative testing ABO. So we just cloned it. Now watch this. Because we knew that as we clone them, we saw the average of that creative testing average out to good, or the other ones that we're cloning average out to bad. So I said, what if we just got there at step 1? So this means we have a new creative. We have Diane, Claudia, Lori, Susan, and Pam. Those are our new creatives.
No Barbara.
No Barbara. Barbara's already off to the races. She's being cloned. Barbara's good. Cloned. It's funny. You know when you have a good work, you're like, man, I wish I could clone them. We are doing that.
You can actually do it.
That was great creative. I wish we could clone that. Now you can.
Now you can. Look at this. Now, if it only worked that way in the corporate world. Anyway.
I know, right? So check this out. Watch this now. We have 5 new pieces of creative. And so I said, what if we did this? What if we took all 5, started them all at the same time with $100 per day budgets each?
Okay.
So $500 worth of creative testing per ad broken out between $100.
Right.
Because there's going to be some that'll do good and there's some that'll be bad. But if you could take the average of those 5 versus the average of the other 5 versus the average of the other 5, now you get multiple points. You don't have to like clone it to see if it dies. You're just doing 5 at once. And if this one, for example, if we're like, okay, watch this. Susan, because we have 5 Susans, if Susan does well right off the bat, we get super cheap NCACs. Now we're under $100 because the economies of scale means unless you spend, but if you get one, boom, you're immediately successful. Right. And if not, you can wait 6 more days without hemorrhaging a ton of cash.
They might have interacted with Barbara at some point in time.
That's exactly right, which is why we have to go over to the other tool called Wicked and then say, well, what about our new version here? And say, how did, it usually resets. We do click date, first click only, redo this. Now we have to say, okay, if this was first touch, first click, accrual on conversion only, yada, 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 9/15/24, what is our NCAC? And now this one's spending $2,400 getting 246. It's better than this one. Is better than that one. Is better than this one. Now, obviously, spend is higher, but we're seeing this is sort of becoming more efficient. All right, so let's look at this now. Can I? Oh, I can. That's nice. All right.
You can look at that.
So let's look at Suzanne versus Pam. All right. So now if we have Suzanne, I wish I could sort, but unfortunately, that's a. It's not a bug. It's just a feature that hasn't been invented yet.
That's right. All we have to do is ask them to put it in. They'll put it in for you.
So Suzanne's got nothing, 1, 2, nothing. Okay. That's first click accrual. Inside of here, Suzanne's got, again, nothing, 1, 2. Excellent. So
but
out of
$98 in ad spend on all of them, 98, 97 in and around there.
Yep. So now we have to take a look in here and say, okay, if I spent, let's just use this as a dumb example of napkin math, basically 98 times 5, okay, divided by 2, 245 NCAC. Excellent. So far, this is good. You can see that Pam sucks. Same spend, nothing happened. Okay, well, we'll give it another, obviously, we've only been launching this 4 days ago, so let's give this more time than 4 days. But we have a clear multi-winner versus a clear multi-tested loser. Okay, let's do it again. What about Lori? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, this is doing just as good as Suzanne. It's got 2 winners, 3 losers. Also, is doing better than Pam. Let's do the next one. Claudia. Okay, Claudia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing. Okay, so we have 2 winners, 2 losers. Excellent. What about the next one? Diane. Holy shit. Diane, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa. Diane's winning. So immediately, for example, what I would do is I would shut off Claudia, I would shut off Pan, and I would clone Diane from 5 to 10 or 15. And I would take all the ones that were pausing and reallocate to the ones that are winning. And then the incremental spend comes in by bringing in 5 new ones with brand new $100 per day spends. So we consolidate, clone again, add an incremental.
Yeah.
So you go from 500 to 1,000. So now 1,000 is over here. And then you add another 500. That's 15. So you went from 1,000 worth of half winners to 1,000 of all winners plus 500 of new.